Hi guys, this is Matthias with the TalticTales.com blog, and today what I'd like to do is take a few minutes and walk you through the latest update to my online writing log. It's not quite live yet. It will be so in probably the next 3-4 days or so by the weekend. I have a few things I need to clean up still, but I wanted to give you an idea of what's coming so you can be ready for it when you see the changes. First of all, the dashboard has changed a little bit. It's still the intent is to show your overall performance here, but before it was very much focused on just writing, word count, and how much time you spent doing writing. I've changed that around a bit, so you can now pick other activities: editing, brainstorming, outlining, research, so on. And depending on what you pick, it will update the chart. The performance by date chart, this one right here, will show year-to-date data. And the one chart here that's a little special is the writing chart. It will have word count included. If you don't want to see the word count, you can just uncheck the box and just see the data by itself, just the minutes. Performance by month down here is kind of the same, except it shows the last 13 months of data, and you just pick a different category here as well, and it will allow you to see the data for that particular time period. Project activity and most used activity, these haven't really changed. This here shows you what project gets the most attention, while this one here on the right, like most used activity, shows you which activity is used the most by you. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is a change to projects, and this is really some of these have been already implemented and are already live, some are not. One is I've added a checkbox here to hide completed projects, so it's a little less clutter if you have a lot of projects that are completed. The other thing I've added is these two, starting word count and due date. Those are two new items that have been added. One more recently, one some time back. But the due date, the purpose of the due date is to really let you see when you set a goal what your monthly goal needs to be to reach your word target by the due date. Or it could also potentially be editing, but for right now, this word target. So you set this up, and then you can calculate that on the goals screen. So I'm going to hop over then to the goals and show you here. We take an existing goal and we check this box, set goal based on project. I can pick a project here that I actually have a due date for, and it will tell me how many words per month I need to write starting on February 1st to complete by May 1st. So 10,000 words or so. Then I just go ahead and enter it right here and save it. And obviously 102 words, which I happen to enter, it's not going to take me there, so I'll need to add a few more here. And that should take me there by May 1st if I keep up that pace. As of right now, I have quite a ways to go. The other change relates to the activity log, and this is mostly cosmetic for you guys. It used to be that the writing stats were all red boxes, editing was green, I think, and all entries was blue. And I've changed it so it's all just one color. This is kind of like a, I don't know, light blue or something. I'm not sure if I like this color or not, but I'm trying it out at least. And there's some other little changes as well. If you don't have a goal set up, it will tell you. If you don't have any activity, it will tell you that as well. So just little things like that. And there's really no other changes here. I'm just trying to clean up the layout a little bit and make it a little bit more consistent between the different activities. Otherwise, this section kind of works the same. The other thing I've kind of changed is the profile. Up until now, the profile that you can access from here, I haven't really bothered too much with it because it wasn't a huge priority to get settings and all that stuff. I had the basic stuff in there, change your password and stuff like that. But now I needed to add some other settings in here that I'm working on, and I figured I might as well update the profile page. So this is the new profile page. You can still update your profile image. Just go to your picture here, click on it, and you can select a different image. You can go to your profile here, edit your username, account information, your app settings. And the app settings is really what I wanted to show you here, because if you remember on the dashboard, let me hop back over there. If you go to the dashboard right now, the default is going to be writing. That's what it's going to go to. But your preferred activity may not be writing. And the app settings in the profile allows you to pick a different default activity. So it could be editing or brainstorming, for example. So I'll change it like that, and then what we'll do is we'll go back to the dashboard. And what we'll find now is brainstorming is the default activity. And this is a simple little thing I just wanted to add to make it easier for those of you that do other things than writing, to be easier for you guys to see the data you want to see. And this is going to change as well on the activity log, that your default there as well will be whatever you pick in the settings. And there's going to be a whole lot more coming to the settings page and the profile page here. What you're seeing here is just part of the picture, but it's still early stages. As you can see, our customizations, there's nothing there yet. And that may or may not actually become something. It might just be app settings. One other thing you will see in here will be a way to download all your data. That should be coming pretty soon as well, in the next few weeks, I'm hoping. And a way to select different volumes or sounds for the countdown timer. So that's something you can kind of keep an eye on. That's coming here soon as well, not too far out. So those are some of the next few things I'm working on. As always, if you have any thoughts or ideas or feedback, don't hesitate to send me a note using the feedback option over here on the left. And I usually reply pretty quickly. There's been a few instances recently where I haven't been able to respond back to those that have inquired or had questions for me. And if you have sent me feedback and you haven't heard from me, believe me, I'm trying to work through some issues with my host to get that taken care of. But in the meantime, what I'm doing is working on getting the messaging up and running here, so we can actually just send messages within the program itself. So that's also something that's coming. Anyway, for right now, that's it. Expect this to go live here in the next few days, and I look forward to hearing from you. And by all means, don't hesitate to give this a shot. It's free to try it out. It's still in beta. But go to the onlinewritinglog.com and check it out. I'd love to hear what you think and get your feedback. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.